And hello again. Now, hi, welcome, Klaas from Lord of
Hey,
the Lost.
Oded.
Hi, hi.
Hey, thanks for
I
having
felt the
me.
pitch. Sorry.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for joining us. We are doing this by procedure, but we had a small chat before, so we kind of
Mhm.
we're best friends now, or
Yeah,
something. Yeah, we
totally.
are. We are. So Eurovision IL, the biggest platform in Israel for Eurovision fans. We've got 8K, meaning 8,000 Eurovision fans from all over the world. Actually, some of the artists that represented Israel in previous years are members. You know,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, yeah, some international even.
Sounds
So
like a good
we're gonna,
family. Like, sounds like family at some point,
it is
Like,
a weird and kind of deranged family. But I guess,
oh, that's good.
yeah, yeah,
So it's
that
healthy. It's healthy then if it's a bit crazy once in a while as well.
it
That
is.
sounds good.
Think like Easter, an Easter meal with the family. It goes
Mm-hmm.
crazy, something like that. We've got Passover, by the way, this week, and it's kind of the same. It's kind of the
Okay.
Yeah, it's quirky. Anyway, so
Yeah.
we've got a bit Q&A, meaning questions that the members ask on Facebook, Eurovision L on Facebook. That's where we are, and some
Mm-hmm.
will be, where we'll chat during the interview Q&A or whatever. Okay, but it's going to
Cool.
be fun. So, Lord of the Lost, is it glam rock? Is it dark rock? Is there a difference?
Uh, I mean, we changed once in a while. Like, we try to always redefine ourselves with albums. I mean, I think we're born in kind of a goth metal scene, but we're not gothic at all, but we're also not only metal. We're just like, at some point, we don't fit anywhere. That's why lately people start saying like it's like Lord of the Lost. So you kind of invent your own genre. But I would say like if you want to keep it easy, we're like metal but a bit goth goth-ish, but some people also say I think it fit very well. We're the most funny goth metal band in Germany because we like to have fun and we hope to show that. That's why we also have like explosive live shows and really showing the people good energy. So we're not the music is dark once in a while, but we're not. We're very positive and energetic. Yeah.
And it shows. It shows. You've got those nice posts about the other contestants in Eurovision that you
Hmm.
say good words about them, which is very cute. Sorry about the word. We're not supposed.
Yeah, I think it's also very nice. I think we just wanted to show our appreciation for every artist to stand for the music and present themselves to such a big audience. And we also try to show every other artist now at the Eurovision, even though it's not possible like we did to cover every song. It takes too much time because
Hmm.
for the German finale, we or let's say Chris the singer and Jared the keyboarder, they put out a lot of a lost version, acoustic version from every artist, and that was pretty cool. And
Oh,
it we just try to show that we're all like in a contest, but we're all doing music and we're just sharing music. And it's a pity that just one can win this thing. But before that, I think all the artists shall have a great time together and making friends as well.
indeed. It's a fun time. Everyone, that's the reason why not everyone, but many of the artists want to go to Eurovision again. But but
Yeah,
but
can imagine.
yeah, it is fun. And now you are 15 years in Lord of the Lost. You joined in 2008.
Yeah, I mean, when Chris wanted to start his own band, his kind of solo band, but it turned out to be just the band. And I was a friend of him before, And before he asked me for his other band, I didn't have time, but I told him, whatever you have next, I'm gonna say yes, even though I never listened to the music. And so he came to me in the music shop I was working that time, and he asked me like, "Hey, I got music now," and said, "Okay, then I'm in." So I was in the band before I heard any music because I wanted to be with him in a band, and I think that was pretty good. I just wanted to be with him as a nice person in the band, so it never changed. So we can trust each other so much, and we're pretty different, but we still really enjoy music together and just doing this.
Now you performed with Iron Maiden, right?
Yeah,
Now you
yeah.
perform in Eurovision, which is it's like a contract, meaning so strange. The audience is so strange. How did you come up with the idea? Oh, let's go to Eurovision.
Um, I mean, it was kind of obvious. We have friends that had artists in the Eurovision already. And since Chris is also producing, he's in that kind of scene, music scene, producer scene. And originally, Eurovision was a songwriting contest. And so we are always open for everything new. And Eurovision is new to us, of course. And since we're not too crazy in the music, so we're pretty much, we have a good pop appeal. So let's try that. I think we just have a good product that would work in the Eurovision as well, especially since we chose to be more glam this time. And I think something glamorous and glitter and shiny is just perfect for the Eurovision. I mean, nobody knows it better than you guys.
True, true. And then you came up with Blood and Glitter. Now, did you think you were going to win the German Eurovision pre-Eurovision contest?
I mean, if we thought about winning,
Yeah,
um, we tried, and some people told us, "Hey, you might really win this thing," and we was like, I don't know, and but at some point when we know there's a chance, then we do everything we can to take the chance and to make the best out of it. So we just activated so many fans everywhere that voted for us that even though the jury was not so so much. I mean,
okay.
we weren't the number one for the jury. We were just in the
Mhm.
midfield. But then the votings came and it was like boom, we just like
40%,
smashed everybody. Yeah,
40% of
yeah.
the votes. It was a landslide.
Yeah, and that's crazy, you know? The fans really made us win. And I don't want to say that we have a chance because I don't know, and the competition is really tough this time. But we have the good luck that we toured like for 13 years now, everywhere as well, almost everywhere, and then we have fans everywhere. And if we can activate those fans all over the world as well, then we might have a good chance to not be the last, at least, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just when I watched the German pre-Eurovision contest, I can't
Mhm.
say how do you say it in German? Unser,
Unser Lied für Liverpool. Ja,
yeah,
right.
yeah. So when I watched this show, I watched there was a girl with this instrument, and
Yeah,
it
Petty
was very
Gurdy.
popish, and then you
Hmm.
and I asked myself, first of all, it was very different. It was
Yeah.
very obvious that you're gonna win, actually.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You were different. You were very you were there, and I asked myself, wow, this is a rock band who comes and compete against or with pop, it's kind of weird. Wasn't it weird for you?
Uh, yeah, I mean, at some point, you're different. So, of course, it feels like weird to go on stage like you do every day and just like being positively aggressive and just playing a rock show and putting all the energy in it. The others did as well on another level. But it feels good because we learned to know the artists before the days before,
Mm-hmm.
like 4 days. And we had a really good relationship to each other, like sitting in the lobby of the hotel, drinking a beer after the rehearsals, or just enjoying how good the connections are between the others. And so it felt more like a family business, that just everybody is different and shows another facet of music. So it was weird because everybody was also sitting and we had to perform. But at some point, we did so many shows already and so many crazy shows as well. So at some point, we can perform everywhere. We're pretty lucky that we just take advantage of every fucking situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. Okay, questions from our audience, our members.
Hmm.
Shira asked, what is your song about?
Song, the Blood and Glitter is about that in the end, if we melt it down, that we're all evil, that we're all equal, since we're all made from the same blood, and that is good. I mean, that we're different but the same. Like everybody can be who you are, or who you want to be, but in the end, we're still the same. It's like inviting people, even you're different as well. It's pretty much a positive message. Uh, yeah, I
Hmm,
think that
okay,
does it.
okay. In Hebrew, it's called Dam Venatsnats.
Dam Venatsnats.
Dam Venatsnats.
Dam.
Dam
Dam
is
Venat.
blood, glitter, Natsnats. Dam Venatsnats.
Dam Venatsnats.
Yeah.
Sounds very cute, as you would say.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
not the blood thingy, but the nuts thingy is cool. The
Yeah,
glitter
nuts,
is
nuts.
cool.
That's funny.
Now, another questions. Avia asked, is Monoskin Blind Channel all the renaissance, you would say, of rock and glam rock in Eurovision help you to decide to compete Eurovision?
The band, Blind Channel, or
Blind Channel and
sorry.
Monoskin, they won.
If they mode,
If their success in
no,
Eurovision helped you decide to join the family.
no. I mean, it helps a bit to know that there's music that is not too far from us that works out. Um, but not really. We just knew that we can do that, so let's try that. I mean, I think it was not too much those bands giving us the will to do that. Um, we just know that we could, and we talked to people, and they said like you should try. And especially bands like Eskimo Callboy, or Electric Callboy from last year, they tried as well. They were a bit too hard, but it was just the time that a rock band needs to be there as well. You cannot always say no to rock music.
Mm-hmm.
Then one day it becomes ridiculous. You need to involve all kinds of music, and with us, they just have a competitive artist and a competitive song. So then it was obvious that they took us, and we're pretty happy also with the team. The team is happy with us. So yeah, they
Yeah.
couldn't avoid us.
Zev asked, what should we expect on stage? Is it going to be a replica of what you did in the pre-contest, or is it something?
Uh, No, it's similar, but just bigger. It's just way bigger. You know, we just blew up everything. We just uh yeah, everything is going to be bigger and crazier. I can tell.
Mm-hmm. Like you, you're not going to be in the semifinals. You're straight into the finals, so you can
Yeah,
relax a bit.
that's actually easy. I mean, thank you very much. We didn't choose that, but
Yeah,
uh seems like Germany is paying enough money to be in the finals always.
yeah, yeah. Money in politics moves the world
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Uh, do you know? Ronnie asked. Ronnie. No, no, no. That's not his question actually. Do you know any Eurovision song from past years? Do you have a favorite?
Uh, I mean, I didn't have the time to really sit back and listen to the all the artists and really getting into the music, you know, just like
No, the past years, not this one.
the past years. I
Hmm.
mean, Måneskin, for example, because I just got to them recently because I wanted to know who's that. But I was a bit away from Eurovision as a kid. I watched it with my family. And then in 2006, when Lordi was something that we understood, won this thing, that was pretty cool. But I lost bit track since uh, I'm not living with my family, you know, like since we're not on the couch together anymore to watch Eurovision. But I just found how friendly and welcoming this scene is. In Germany as well when we've been to Munich to the biggest Eurovision fan clubs in Germany, and it's so nice. There's so much energy and motivation and love from all those fans from the
Hmm.
Eurovision. It's really like a big family, and that's what I'm looking for in Liverpool as well. You know, that it's just a nice environment, nice people, and a good atmosphere.
Yeah, you'll get that.
Yeah,
Definitely, you'll
it's
get that.
awesome.
And I've been to several Eurovision. Let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. This year's your favorite this year. We started talking a bit about it. You've got one, even though you didn't listen to all of them.
Actually, I still really enjoy, and I've seen them pretty early. This band Let 3 from Croatia. These
Mm-hmm.
guys with a I think a song is called J, 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 J. And that impressed me so much because these guys are so outstanding. They're like they they look so crazy and they really shine, you know? They're not the youngest, but they seem to have so much energy and so much power and like creativity, and that's what I find so funny. And they look ridiculous, so crazy, so
Yeah,
good,
they are.
and that impressed me so much. And I would just love to say hi and having a drink together and a good chat and something. Yeah, I hope that we or they speak good English as well. I think they pretend to speak not so well to be funny in the videos.
No,
Like,
I'm not sure that they do. I'm not sure that they speak
yeah.
English. But by the way, as I told you in our short previous conversation, we had Israel calling this week. It's a promo,
Hmm.
a mini Eurovision promo Eurovision thingy. 18
Hmm.
contestants came to Israel. Did you take part in any of the promo shows?
Um, Sadly, actually, not so much because we had to do a lot of press things, and we've been to Munich to that Eurovision fan club meeting. We are going to Amsterdam
Hmm.
to uh, to be part of the show as well to present the song. But actually, Amsterdam on the 15th of April is the only one that we can do because we're just like too busy. That's the sad truth. I mean, it would have been awesome also seen like there was the stuff you had in Israel as well. And I was like, that would have been a chance to just be in Israel. But
Yeah, yeah.
sadly, I couldn't make it. Also, Barcelona, I tried to, but it didn't work out. Then we had too many things here in Hamburg already. But
You had a
it's the
chance
way it
to
is.
travel. You had a chance to travel all over Europe and Israel.
Yeah,
Do you plan to
right.
come to Israel to perform, to visit?
Uh, Actually, there's no plan to perform, I think. To visit, yes, but since I didn't go on vacation for such a long time, um, there are still other countries and cities I got to visit before. But Israel, I think it's pretty nice and interesting. Pretty at some point very different from Europe, but pretty close to Europe as well, as it seems.
Yeah,
I don't know.
close by heart and far by I don't know. It's different. Our we are
Yeah, yeah, and
our character is
and I
different.
want to experience that one day. So I just want to go there and make my own having my own idea of it. And I love traveling and I love meeting more and more people. So uh yeah. And the drummer from the band we toured with, um Equilibrium, the drummer was from Israel as well. And it was also a very nice, interesting
Oh,
person. So, and I've seen pictures from him in Israel, and it's very interesting. It's pretty much inviting.
yeah. So you're more than welcome. We'll be more than delighted to have you here. Let's see if I forgot one thing before I will tell you a bit. We will discuss a bit about you. No, no, I asked everything. They won't fire me today. Uh, you're a Star Wars fan.
Mhm.
You are. Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, not too crazy actually. I mean, I told everybody that I like Star Wars, and then I got memorabilia, like masks and stuff like that. But I became more easygoing since I know that the new Star Wars things coming up not always pleasing my tiny little Star Wars heart. So I became pretty relaxed with Star Wars. I still like it. It's great. It's a great universe. But I also appreciate all other kinds of science fiction and fantasy and stuff. A good movie is a good movie. It doesn't necessarily need to be Star Wars.
I
But
see.
I still enjoy uh, the franchise.
So this little fun fact wasn't very real. Let's try the other one. You don't
I
like
mean, it is not unreal, let's say.
okay, semi real, semi real. You don't like birthdays? How come?
I don't like what? Sorry, the connection was.
Birthdays. You don't celebrate
Uh,
birthdays.
Not too much actually. I mean, uh, I prefer to have a spontaneous evening meeting good friends, just random to call one and he says like, "Hey, I meet other guys," and then you just all together, you come together and then have a nice evening that was unexpected. I prefer an evening like that than being like the center of attention on a
Mhm.
party, you know. I mean, like it's okay, it's all right. I'd like when somebody coming to me like, "Hey, it's your birthday, let's have a drink or something." But I'm not. I mean, I'm not loving birthdays. Let's say that.
I see. I see. Okay. And you can sleep anywhere,
That's right. I can sleep
practically
anywhere at any
anywhere.
time.
What's
Yeah, that's right.
the most the strangest place you fell asleep in?
Um, and like every 5, 6 years, I have a migraine. Like headaches that I also stop watching stuff. And I was on a music festival, called Reeperbahn Festival here, and I was providing gear for the headliner, and they were playing the show, and there was 1 hour to go, and I realized, oh, I'm going to get those headaches. So the only chance to reset is like to fall asleep. So my brain resets while sleeping, and
Mhm.
I don't have these crazy aura and everything. So I told the guys, hey, to survive this evening, I gotta lay down underneath the stage where a band was playing, was pretty loud, and I'm going to sleep now for 45 minutes. And that was a very stressful moment because I know if I don't sleep, I might not survive the evening because of all the headaches. But there's still a band playing like 10 meters away from me, a rock band.
Mhm.
But then I can still say like, okay, I'm working here, but I just lay down and I'm going to fall asleep in the next 15 minutes and at least sleep like 30 minutes. And then I wake up and the headache is not as bad as it can be. So I'm able to fall asleep even in that moment, for example, and everywhere. I mean, when watching TV, I fall asleep once in a while because it's so easy to fall asleep for me.
Yeah, but
It's a
that's
bit annoying once in a while if you are with a partner and like, why you just fall asleep? I said, I don't know, I just fall asleep. So what?
this was
But
a
I
great
can
movie.
sleep.
Oh yeah, you know
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But that helps also if you're having a long flight or something, or you just sleep. That helps. But yeah, that's right. I can fall asleep everywhere at
Okay.
any time.
Well, that's true. Okay, 2 out of 3 is not bad. 2.5 with the
Yeah,
Star Wars thingy. Now, the
right.
last question I want to ask you, I saw the video, of course, of Blood and Glitter, and
Hmm.
at the end, I saw someone who was well naked. Actually, is it you?
Chris turning around. I think the
So
singer
it
that
was
turns around and
Chris.
that was Chris. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, yeah. Turn around and then
Usually I'm the one being naked, but in that moment it was actually Chris.
actually,
He
I
was
thought it was you.
he was wearing a long wig, and then he just turned
Turn
around and
around.
left.
Turn
Yeah.
around. Yeah, that's the reason why I thought it was you. But that's another fun fact that I learned about you is that you prefer boobs to butt. Don't answer that.
That's
Don't
true.
don't
Yeah.
answer that. Just a fun fact, and that was a weird connection to the video. Okay, our time is up. You see, it wasn't very, very, very hard, I guess. I think.
No, it was actually a very nice interview, and I like if there's a flow, if it's a conversation and not always like question number one, question number two, question number three. If you just work out, or if you just have a good conversation.
Yeah, we're people. I brought coffee, but I thought it wasn't
Oh,
light to drink during the interview. Now, thank you very much for joining
you're
us.
welcome.
It was our pleasure talking for Eurovision IL. Best of luck in Liverpool. I think you'll do good. My guess is you'll do good.
Yeah,
You'll make some
and
noise.
and all you guys from the club or whatever, if you think we do a good job, feel free to vote for us as well. And
That's part of the thing. That's part of the
yeah,
thing. And we'll root for you there. And best of luck and take care. Say hi to the other guys.
we'll do. All right.
Have
So
fun. Bye
see you
bye.
next
Thank you
time
very much
then.
for joining. Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye.